We're talking heartbeats, so I can't imagine the heartbeats that are going to be going on this evening at the Oscars, anticipating who's going to win. So here we are. Tonight is the Oscars, guys. We're going to talk about who we think is going to win in the Oscars. And I'm going to get started with actor in the leading role. And I think it's going to be Adrian Brody for The Brutalist. Tony, who do you think is going to win?
I think it's going to be a very tight race. I do think Adrian Brody will pull this one out. I mean, Chalamet taking the SAG really puts that into question as well. I think Adrian Brody will take it by a few votes.
Janelle?
Think he will win it. I think Chalamet should win it. And I think after the news that came about some of how these people are voting, I think some of these people need to be suspended from Oscar voting for a little while.
I agree. Actor in a supporting role. I'm going to go with Kieran Culkin for a real pain. Janelle.
Kieran Culkin, yeah, I think he's got the momentum behind him. It's a great script. I think he delivered it perfectly. I'd like to see him win it.
Tony.
Hands down, Kieran Culkin, the victory lap continues. He'll pick up his last award of the season, and we'll see what's next for him.
All right, let's move on to actress in a leading role. It's going to be kind of tough. I'm going to say Demi Moore for The Substance. Tony.
It's a three-horse race. You going to me, you going Mikey, or you going Fernanda? My heart wants Fernanda to win it. She doesn't have as much support because she has been kind of snubbed by a few bodies. I think Demi Moore ends up taking the Oscar home.
Yeah, I agree with you. She did do a good job, and I'm still here. Janelle.
Yeah, I think she got off on her controversy a little easier than Carla did, but Fernanda, I'm talking about Fernanda. I'd like to see Demi win it, but I can also see Mikey pulling it out too.
All right, actress in a supporting role. That's going to be kind of interesting. Zoe Saldana, I liked her in Amelia Perez. Uh, I'm not quite sure what's going to happen with Ariana Grande and Isabella, but we wait and see. But I think it's going to be Zoe. Janelle.
I think it's going to be Zoe Saldana. I think that might be the only award they're willing to give Emilia Perez after all the controversy surrounding it. I can see them not giving it to Ariana Grande, seeing is that they still have a second part coming out, and they think that like, hey, that she'll have another turn,
Mhm.
next year. Um, yeah, I think Zoe shall win it.
Tony.
Yeah, I think Zoe and deservedly, for all the negativity behind Amelia Perez, I think she does a fantastic job, channels so many different avenues, does so many different things. I think she's deserving. And like we were talking about, Wicked for Good is basically going to be treated like Return of the King next year. So it will be back in this all these categories. So I think Zoe takes it home.
All right, let's talk about directing real quick. Again, Brady Corbett for The Brutalist. Uh, Emilia Perez, Jock, again, the controversy behind it, probably not. I'm going to go with Brady Corbett for The Brutalist. Janelle?
I I think it's probably going to be Brady for the Bruins.
Tony?
I think Brady Corbet will win. This will be a good precursor to see because if Sean Baker wins it, you might see Honora take that final award. But I think Brady Corbet will deservedly win it. Small budget, what he did, he deserves it.
All right, of course, Tony's favorite category. Let's get right into it. Let's go with original score music. I'm gonna let Tony give his pick first for original score.
Go. I'll let you read out the nominees.
No, no, just who you think's gonna win?
This is another tough one. I mean, there's so many great scores this year. I think it's going to end up going to the Brutalist overall. I think you could have two or three different winners here, but I think the Brutalist takes it.
Janelle?
I think the Brutus will take it, but I'd like to see Volker come away with another one for, I believe, Conclave.
Yeah, the Brutalist probably, but man, I still like Wild Robot and Wicked, but we'll wait and see. Definitely on that one. Definitely on that. All right, here we go. The big one. Best Picture of the Year. And of course, I'm gonna let Janelle go first.
Oh, after the news I just saw again today about, I mean, this news about Dune 2 is just breaking my heart. I think it'll be The Brutalist. I think it's one of those kind of movies that the Academy loves. I would actually like between Dune 2 and Conclave. I think there's several pictures, honestly, that could and that deservedly should deserve, could win.
I agree with you on that. I think Brutus is going to win, but you know what? Dune Part 2 and Conclave are still in there, and it's just a shame. You're right, the way they're voting. Tony?
I'm gonna manifest it right here, folks. If you've been paying attention, watching all year, you know I love this film.
Thank you.
Conclave brings home Best Picture. I think it just has everything that the Academy loves all together. I think The Brutalist is overlong for a lot of the members. I'm not saying it is, but for the members, I do think it is. Anora, a certain age demographic, it doesn't work for. I think Conclave just sneaks in here, takes home the top prize, and whew, the discourse on social media is going to be fantastic afterwards.
No, let's talk about that. All right. There you have it, folks. That's what we think is going to happen tonight at the Oscars. I can't wait to see it. I'm going to be looking forward to the red carpet to see what everybody's wearing. How about you, Tony, Janelle? Are you going to be looking at the red carpet?
Oh yeah, of course. I'd love to hear the interviews and everything, and my wife loves looking at the dresses. So
Really depends on what I'm doing.
So there you have it, folks. Tony put Sophie to bed. We're going to put this to bed. We will see you next week. Let's see who wins at the Oscars tonight. Thank you for watching.